Back here in Phoenix, we are learning more about a policy change for Phoenix police following 2 weeks of protesting on the streets of Phoenix. Protesters demanding the department to take action following the death of George Floyd. Team 12's Trisha Hendricks joins us to clear up misconceptions about a hands-on technique officers are now using when taking someone into custody.
This is the harness.
Phoenix police officer Mike Malpass demonstrates a compassionate restraint for our cameras at the Phoenix Police Regional Academy.
My hips are going to go up and I bump him straight to the floor.
This is the technique officers are being trained to use when taking someone into custody instead of the controversial carotid control technique that's been used by Phoenix police for at least 2 decades.
The carotid control technique reduces oxygenated blood flow to the brain, makes it easier to take a person into custody who is being combative.
Officer Malpass is an expert in use of force and de-escalation training.
It gives us the ability to decide how compassionate we need to be at that moment.
He says this restraint allows officers to restrain someone and bring them into custody without hurting them, especially if the person is a child or mentally ill and hasn't committed a crime. This, the now recommended de-escalation move, as opposed to the carotid control method. Phoenix Police Chief Jerry Williams suspended the use of the move by officers earlier this week, so they did not demonstrate it. Officer Malpass says the carotid control technique is not a chokehold like many assume.
If a choke goes against the trachea itself, you are choking the wind. If you are going against the sides of the neck and you're trying to reduce oxygenated blood flow to the head, you are not choking the person.
Officer Malpass says the chokehold can cause physical damage and is not recommended. Several law enforcement agencies across the nation have already banned the carotid control technique. Still, he says some police departments have classified it as lethal force. In Phoenix, Trisha Hendricks, 12 News.